again and welcome to another episode of Behind the Album. I'm Mr. Every, and today we've got a big one. It is the fourth album from Led Zeppelin. Looks like this right here. And this album officially does not have a title. It is officially an untitled album because this is their fourth album. Often this is known as Led Zeppelin 4. It came out on November 8th, 1971. It is their biggest album, selling over 25 million copies in the United States alone. Some other nicknames for the album, by the way. So the official title, I guess, of the album is this right here. And you can see that. These are four symbols that distinguish the members of the band. Some people call this album after what this first symbol appears to look like. It looks like Zaso or Zoso. Some people also call the album Man with Sticks, hence the Man with Sticks. Now, perhaps one of the most iconic rock songs of all time is the song that's playing behind me here. It's called Stairway to Heaven. It's about an 8-minute song, and it kind of transitions, goes to this beginning sort of soft part here till when you get toward the end where it rocks out. And back in my day, when I was in middle school / junior high, this would often be the last song at all the school dances. Now, playing behind me is the guitar solo. This is the same song, Stairway to Heaven, but as you can tell, it begins to rock out here, so. And that's how it ends. Now, one of the most iconic openings to a song, it's actually a drum opening. I'm going to play it for you in a second here, and I think the fidelity is not going to be as good as if I had the actual sound file, but the drums in this next song were actually recorded using a single microphone sort of suspended from a high ceiling in a castle where it was recorded. So listen here. The needle jumped. Hold on. Here it comes. Here it is. So this song is When the Levee Breaks. It's actually sort of a, not a cover per se, but inspired by an old blues song. Led Zeppelin, by the way, they're a British rock band who basically came to light after their guitarist Jimmy Page had to finish off some tour dates with his former band called the Yardbirds. He had to find some members to fill out the band in order to play those dates, and those band members, Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, John Paul Jones, John Bonham, they were quite cohesive, and from there, the rest is history. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Behind the Album. I'm Mr. Every. You can see me on Instagram, MREVERYHMS, and I'll see you next time. Bye. If you're still watching the video, you've made it to the bonus content of this one. One of the things you might have noticed in the video, and I didn't edit it out, but had a little trouble queuing up the last song here. I've been doing all of this on the actual record itself. Okay, so I'm not using any computer or anything like that. So I'm going to show you a little quick thing here. Hold on. So in the olden days, back when DJs actually had to use records to play their music, they actually had to cue albums in this sort of fashion. I'll show you here now. Really, you shouldn't be touching the record like this. I'm taking my chances. I'm doing it very lightly here. So that track When the Levee Breaks is right here. Now what I want to do, that's where the track starts right there. I'm going to go back a half turn to right here. And so DJs had to do this is they had to go back a half turn from where the song actually starts. That way when they let go of the record, it would actually, you wouldn't get that weird sound of the song kind of speeding up. It would be right at the tempo that it should be. So if I'm ready to announce the song, hey, this is When the Levee Breaks by Led Zeppelin, there we go. The record is cued. So this is kind of what I've been doing when it comes to doing this the old-fashioned analog way. A lot of radio stations these days, they do if everything's automated on computer, so it does it automatically. So just wanted to show you that. Hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes. I'll see you next time.